What's up, y'all? I wanted to share a little piece of thought candy with you today that just kind of like popped into my head, seemingly out of nowhere. Usually, well, when I said it at the time, it popped up out of my head. Usually I don't say things until they've had some time to, do some processing and all that good stuff. But anyway, got to talking about, like, of course, astrology, and so many people out there. Like I said, this is one of my big things before I get into this. One of my biggest problems is semantics. People get like really confused and kind of frustrated, and even people who do kind of get the message tend to argue about semantics. Okay, so I try to explain things in a way that that everybody can understand it. Because what are we doing talking about trying to reach people and connect with people and wake up the planet if nobody really understands these weird little words? So anyway, I figured I'd throw this little analogy at you. I was talking about astrology and astrological signs and how they affect people. And I want you to think about it like this, okay? This is a pretty cool way to think about it. So, at any given day, everything radiates energy, okay? Now, what is energy? Everybody's like, oh, ain't no energy. I don't feel nothing on this table. It ain't no energy. Okay, so everything vibrates, radiates a frequency. Now, what vibration, frequency, energy, people get hung up on these things. So I want you to think about it like this. Like at any given day, of course, the planets, the sun, the moon, the earth radiates its own frequency. But what we're talking about here is the energies that the earth is receiving at your time of birth, okay? Imagine that like being a song, okay? At any given day, there is a different song being played to the earth, okay? So, on the day that you're born, when you first get introduced into this world, that song plays within you, okay? And that's the song, basically, that you're given to dance to. You know what I'm saying? Does that make any sense? So, the way I look at it is, okay, so let's just break it down. We're not going to talk about the whole chart. I don't feel like getting into all that, but let's break it down with the sun sign. Let's take the sign Leo. The sun, its position, where it is and how the earth's positioned, that's a particular song, a frequency, an energy, a vibration, an oscillation of energy. It's like a song. It's like music. Music is energy and frequency. Sound is frequency and energy. Everything is frequency and energy, and that's what the astrological energies are. It's not just the sign. We just give that a name, okay? So the frequency that is being played from the sun to the earth and the way the earth receives it, basically, that's a particular song. Now with each song, there's different ways to dance to it, but you got to think about it. You take one song and you can dance to it many different ways, but the rhythm is still the same, okay? You understand what I'm saying? So, with the rhythm still being the same, people can dance to it differently, but it's still going to be a similar dance. But it all depends on what moves you decide to bust out in your dance, as to how you choose to allow your astrological energies to influence you. I say things like, I may make certain claims that sound really, really good to the public about certain astrological signs. And it is true, like when I say something like Pisces is a very, very, very advanced astrological sign. That does not mean that the person is a very, very advanced person. Okay? It can, if you choose to dance to it that way. Okay? It's all on how you choose to dance to the song that's being played to you. Okay? People say things like Aquarius is a very, very, very advanced astrological sign. And it is, but that does not mean that the person who is receiving that song is dancing to it with a very advanced dance, basically. Do you understand what I'm saying here? That make any sense? I see this all the time, like all the time. People get into arguments over words, how things are worded. What's frequency? How do I raise my vibration? It's a really good question. That sounds confusing, doesn't it? I'm vibrating? No, I'm just sitting here. It's a song. Everything is like music. Everything is like music. Okay? You just can't hear it. Not with your ears. You can hear it here. Okay? That's where you receive the music. It's here. And how do you choose to respond to that? How do you choose to dance to the song that's being played to you? I just figured I would throw that little piece of thought candy out there for you. This is for Facebook. Might put it on YouTube too. I don't know. Maybe. But anyway, yeah, I just wanted to throw that out there and give you guys maybe a weird thought before I go. Could you imagine if you were like born on Mars? Like, what would your Earth sign be, and how would that influence you? Chew on that thought for a little bit. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. All right, y'all have a good one.